First of all, good evening, everyone. Today we'll be talking about Great Indian Kitchen, and with us we have Salu Thomas, who has passed out from SRFTI. So we'll just start off, Salu. Starting off, about your experience in SRFTI. How was it? And we'll just start off with
SRFT. I actually went for a 3-year course and I got my diploma this year. It's like 6 years, right?
that. Right. Yeah.
So it's always like that. The film school.
Yeah.
I think Apu Prabhagar's batch. That was the shortest batch I have seen in my uh, like educational time. They took something like 3.5. Then all the batches were like 4, 5, 6, like that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And SRFT was pretty good for me. For me, actually, SRFT is the place that changed my whole perception about movie. I got to watch a lot of films, and
Mm-hmm.
also my confidence for being a
Right.
filmmaker. That were the majorly the discussions that we have with our friends
Mm-hmm.
and the projects. My short,
Right.
my studio project, Bhumi. That was
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of the best thing that happened to me during that time because I learned a lot during the preps for making color palettes, all those things. The pre-production stage, I haven't worked like that before, and like that in any other film. I don't think I
Right.
worked, not even in Great Indian Kitchen,
Right.
because that was the starting stage. So we used to do a lot of preparations for that. But that
Right.
helped also in a way. We learned a lot.
Right.
And our diplomas were actually outsourced. A lot of people go to shoot outside West Bengal. So that way I went to
Right.
Sikkim, Delhi, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, all those places for shoot.
Right.
That was also
Yeah.
good. Then I finished my diploma in 2020 before the lockdown,
Right.
and after lockdown the film happened in July.
Coming down to the Great Indian Kitchen, how did you start with the pre-production, and how do you go about the process of reading script and wrecking? If you could give a brief about that.
Mm, actually, Geo Baby told me about this film in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
2018 December.
Right.
That time he was planning to make it as a documentary,
Okay.
like going to different kitchens around India and
Mm-hmm.
shooting like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then slowly he changed it to a fiction, and in 2019, I think October, he told me a basic storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Then we kept on discussing all those things, and I started thinking about the look and feel of the film.
Mm-hmm.
I used to save a lot of paintings that I
Right.
come across while on Instagram or Pinterest, and I think using some of those paintings, I had a discussion with my friend for creating the
Right.
color palette.
Mm-hmm.
My color palette was created by Ashita. She's my friend
Mm-hmm.
from SRFT early. Then pre-production was something we had in mind was that like uh, how the camera should behave. Like
Mm-hmm.
there was this idea of the camera being observational in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then slowly the camera will start being subjective and move closer to the subject.
Mm-hmm.
But another idea was that inside the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
first we can see even the top shot, or the top angle shot also was planned as a language, recurring
Mm-hmm.
like shot for the film. So inside the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
we wanted to bring this, what to say, trapped experience that she had
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen. Slowly, she is becoming a property or a mere prop in that
Mm-hmm.
kitchen. The kitchen space is
Yeah.
growing onto her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this idea was there,
Mm-hmm.
and then the top angle uh, thing. Top angle
Mm-hmm.
thing, I actually I got it from this Instagram photos only.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friends and all used to put this food shot during
Yeah.
the lockdown.
Yeah.
I think everyone should have seen.
True, true. Yeah.
These food shots were actually an inspiration for me uh,
Yeah.
because in the starting we are showing
Mm-hmm.
that the beauty of cooking. They are
Yeah.
enjoying the cooking and all, and later on we are introducing the problems into the same shot,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
waste on the table, the
Yeah.
dishes to wash, the
Yeah.
bedroom, the staircase. All those things are
Yeah.
coming in the top angle shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another idea. So then there was lighting plans and all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Lighting wise, I think I planned it like the male space being tungsten lit and the female
Mm-hmm.
space, not the female space, space of her actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's not tungsten. It's more cool and
Cool.
greenish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
These were the basic plans that we had in mind.
Right. That's wonderful, actually. When you talk about the top shot as well, it gives a visual motive. After I had a discussion with you, then I realized, yeah, it
Yeah.
works this way, which was really wonderful. So what we'll do is, I have a few clips aligned. So we'll
Sure.
talk about it. We'll just see the clip and talk about it. For
Sure.
people who have not seen also, it just gives them a good idea about it.
Hmm.
So I'll just start sharing my screen.
രണ്ടും വേണം. അച്ഛനാണെങ്കിലേ അമ്മയുടെ ചമ്മന്തി തന്നെ വേണം. ഓരോ വീട്ടിലും ഓരോ ശീലല്ലേ മോളെ.
ഹലോ
ഹലോ.
എൻ്റെ കയ്യിലൊരു സാധനം ഉണ്ട്.
എന്താ?
ഇഷ്ടമാണോ പേരക്ക?
ഇഷ്ട.
ഇത് ചേച്ചിക്കാ.
ബൈക്ക് ചായ ഉണ്ടാക്കി തരാം.
എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ഇഷ്ടമില്ലാത്ത സാധനം എന്താണെന്നറിയോ? പാൽച്ചായ.
കുറച്ച് ഇരുന്നിട്ട് പോവും.
വേണ്ട, വൈകി പോയാലേ അമ്മൻ്റെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടും. എനിക്ക് സ്കൂളുണ്ട്. നമുക്ക് നാളെ കാണാം. ടാറ്റാ.
That was, so those were two sequences which were lined up side by side, which had a change in mood and emotion. So we'll just talk about it, and as we talk, I'll just play it in mute so that we again get a perspective while you're talking.
So basically, during the for the days or for the night also,
Uh-huh.
I have tried to like increase the contrast
Okay.
when the
Okay.
movie goes on in contrast ratio actually.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my plan was first it will be 1:2, then 1:4, then 1:6. But that didn't work properly in terms of calculations actually. But we tried to pull out something like this sequence is lesser contrastier than the next one.
Right.
I think
Right.
so.
Right. Right.
This was
And
yeah.
yeah. Please go on. Please go.
Yeah, this was the I think the first shot in this video was our first shot on set. This was our first sequence, both of them coming together. This one, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this was our first shot.
Right. Right. So here I just wanted to ask, how did you go about lighting this space? First of all, it's a wonderful composition, having both of them in frame, and they are doing their work. So how did you augment the tube light and just basic lighting? How did you go about it?
Yeah, actually, you can see that small LED tube light there.
Yeah, yeah.
On top of that, there is a Kino like cool light, which is fixed there on top. Like
Okay.
No, it's not visible in here. Like I used that Kino light for lighting,
Okay.
for
Okay. Somewhere
simulating
in the
actually.
top. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now on top, just on top of that LED tube.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Somewhere here on top of
So
that.
that was
Okay.
illuminating all this kitchen slab and that area
Uh-huh.
for the tube light.
Right. Right.
And there is light coming from the window.
Uh-huh.
And
This one. Huh.
here, yeah, here on left side of the table, there is another tube.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That's I think right side of this mother character.
Okay. Okay. Somewhere here.
No, right side of mother's character, right here, left side of the frame.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So here there is a tube. Actually, the practical tube is there. For
Mm-hmm.
that, I have put another cool light on top for simulating.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then there was a fill, overall fill, which is given by bouncing multi 20 on
Uh-huh.
the skimmer.
Uh-huh.
An 8x8 skimmer was put inside the kitchen and fill was given.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So these
Okay.
were the lights, and you can
Okay.
see a warm light coming from that corner.
Yeah. 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 Here, right? Here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got
that
that.
was, I think that was bulb only. I
Okay.
had put some bulbs there in dimmer
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
to increase and decrease according to the frame.
Right. 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 So yeah, this was the overall lighting. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So we'll just play ahead
Yeah.
and
So in this sequence, you can see that everything is static on tripod.
yeah. 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 It's
Every
on
shot is on
tripod.
tripod. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And also we are trying to be as far away from the character.
Mm-hmm.
Camera placement.
Camera placement. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just jump on to the next sequence. Let's see how the next sequence is treated. Sorry, scene.
In this sequence, actually,
This one, right?
this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So here there's
So
clearly mood change.
yeah, this is actually what her second day alone in the kitchen.
Okay. Okay.
So in between there is one day when she is alone, and before that there
Mm-hmm.
are 2 days where the mother-in-law is there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some time has passed, and
Right.
she's an expert now to do all these things.
Right.
Again, there is one shot which is not there in this video.
Uh-huh.
Just before this whole shot, she just
Uh-huh.
comes into the kitchen and stands there. An extreme wide shot of the space.
Right. Right. With the mother, right? If I'm not
No,
wrong.
without the mother.
Oh,
In
without
this
the
day
mother.
only.
Okay. Okay. The same day. Yeah. 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 It is. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was part of a plan in which we tried to increase the space on top of her. The space
Right.
is increasing,
Right. Right.
and all these things we have moved close to the activities here. What she
Right.
is doing, the
Right.
cutting, all those things.
Right. Right.
So I told
Uh,
you about our plans. No, one was like to be observational in the beginning and slowly
yeah.
moving
Yeah.
towards her,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
another one was like increasing the space around her. The space
Right.
is growing onto her.
Right. Right.
So for being subjective, moving closer in every shot was not an option, because we
Mm-hmm.
had another plan to go wider.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I think we handled was an option, and we took handled.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
using handled, I started slowly moving with her. In this
Right.
shot you can
Right.
see that this now it's observational, it's objective. Now the
Yeah.
camera will
Yeah.
move with her
Yeah. 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 And it is also interesting. Also, the next shot, it's like another perspective from this thing.
inside. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And also coming down to this lighting, just the
yeah, this one.
this was the shaft one. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
find out.
This day actually I
Yeah.
haven't used those tube lights. To increase the contrast, I have used only daylight for this
Okay.
this
Okay.
day. So it was fully dark inside without any light.
Okay, okay.
From the day one itself, I started opening the roof tiles for
Uh-huh.
allowing some sunlight inside the kitchen.
Right,
Sunlight
right.
plus skylight.
Skylight. Okay, okay.
So that was actually our fill. After the first day, I didn't use any fill bounds or anything inside the kitchen. This was our fill.
Okay, okay, okay. That was your fellow. That's really
Yeah,
good.
whenever I wanted light from a certain position, I used to call the art assistant and tell
Uh-huh.
open that roof
Mm-hmm.
tile. So
Mm-hmm.
here in this shot, you can see the three roof tiles are open and the sun is
Yeah, yeah,
shining
yeah,
directly at
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It's looking very beautiful also. And how did you get the showers? Did you do anything else, or was it
No,
just
it's a smoke. The
it's the smoke?
sunlight is coming directly and there is smoke. So
Okay, okay,
stuff will come.
okay, 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 okay. So, so you use the smoke machine?
You know, the smoke from the kitchen only.
Oh, from the
She's
kitchen.
doing
Okay.
she's doing something like that's happening in real time now. She is
Mm-hmm.
putting coconut leaves and all inside. So
Right.
there was a lot of smoke there.
Okay, okay, okay. That's wonderful. And also, normally what you have done is you've dealt with, cooler and warmer tones, temperatures, sorry, color
Mm.
temperatures. So how do you go about setting your camera color temperature and stuff?
Color temperature wise, mostly it was 5600 when I was shooting.
Okay, okay,
And in night, I think in some nights I have tried to going 4300.
okay,
It's
okay,
according to
okay,
the light that I was using. Basically,
okay.
5600 is the safest thing for me.
Right, right, right. Yeah. So
See
we,
that in that shot, the smoke is not there. There is a continuity in shape.
okay, 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 okay. Okay, but it goes quite unnoticed. Even
Yeah,
the editing, very fast paced. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Editing was
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, and it conveys a lot of meaning also. I think in the later shots, if we have some examples, we can show it.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So I'll just stop sharing this and we'll go on to the next clip.
ആ അങ്ങനെയടി ഇങ്ങളൊക്കെ രാവിലത്തെ ചായക്കൂട്ടിൽ തിന്നുമ്പോഴേ ഞാനൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോടി തലേത്തെ ചോറാ തിന്നല്. ഈ ഇപ്പൊ ഒരു വീട്ടിൽ ചെന്ന് കേറിയില്ലേ, ഇനി അതൊക്കെ ശീലിക്കണം. ആ ശരി, ഞാൻ പിന്നെ വിളിക്കാം.
What's beautiful about, these two sequences is they are quite similar, but the way you have approached is so beautiful. It has these minute variations which makes it different. So we'll just briefly talk about it. So the very first thing is compared to two scenes is the camera movement. Here,
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
it's more of handheld, and
Hmm.
there it's
Yeah.
more of stable and static. So if you could briefly explain as to how you went about your selection, that would be really good.
Yeah. Here you can see that in the dining hall when where both of two of the men were sitting,
Mm-hmm.
that was static on
Mm-hmm.
tripod.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
When we
yeah,
come inside the kitchen, it's fully handled.
yeah, yeah.
This was according to our plan for going handled slowly, like
Mm-hmm.
inside the kitchen we will go handled or everything is handled here. But
Mm-hmm.
again, see this is in this shot it's a wide shot.
Yeah,
She's kind
yeah,
of becoming that kind of a prop inside the kitchen.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
that. And next shot also it's quite same.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This one, Geo Baby likes this shot very much.
Okay, okay. And it's very beautiful also, the way you have used, like, especially the light on the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, very beautiful. So just moving on to this, okay? How did you go about the lighting here?
Here it's the practical lights are the same. On
Same,
top of
okay.
the tube light, that cool light is there.
Yeah.
And on the
Yeah.
left side of the frame, there is a tube for the practical, and there is one light
Right.
for simulation.
Right.
And where this red circle is there, you can see the bulb that was
Right.
in dimmer.
Right.
And inside
Right.
that room, there is some, I think, versatile or some kind of light for this warm tone.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right.
from the dining hall also, there is some warm tone, warm feel coming inside.
Mm-hmm.
So that is male space.
Mean space. Yeah.
Yeah. So that corner, from that corner, the male space starts from there. They will not
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
inside this space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was the idea behind going to this blue color, like blue and green. There's a mix of green here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And from outside also, I have given a tungsten light. That's for basically for
Okay.
color contrast,
Okay.
because
Okay.
everything is blue and green here. So from
Mhm.
outside, when this warm light comes,
Yeah.
there is a color contrast happening.
Mm-hmm.
See, go back to that shot.
This one.
No, no, back.
Yeah.
Camera was closer to the character. At the same time, we can see a lot of space around her.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
this was that coming inside the same plan for increasing the space around her, but trying
Mm-hmm.
to be subjective, so trying to move closer.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a full frame camera. I think this happens only in full frame sensor. I think this will be something like 50 or 35.
Mm-hmm.
So when we go closer with a
Mm-hmm.
full frame sensor, in 35 or 50, we get this kind of shots. I like this shot actually. This It was according to my plan, properly according to my plan.
Yeah. Yeah. And it gives a complete perspective of the character also.
Yeah.
So beautifully done. Yeah.
And also her face is not lit properly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's to increase the contrast.
Mm-hmm.
She's standing, there is no light on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Just backlit and it's contrasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That lighting scheme is also part of that plan to make
Mm-hmm.
her something like a puppet, for giving that trapped feeling of her,
Mm-hmm.
making her the one of the props in the kitchen. It's like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Here also, I will move closer when she starts
Uh-huh.
smelling her hand.
Uh-huh.
So JWB had this idea of uh, that waste and smell being her
Mm-hmm.
major problem.
Mm-hmm.
There is some kind of OCD given to this character by the writer.
And it's also beautiful the way it's done. Initially, the kitchen is very arranged and stuff.
Mm.
And then, there's this heap of vessels,
Yeah.
which is arranged and, yeah.
We also like weathered the kitchen walls according to the time. In the first
Mm-hmm.
sequence and all, it's clean, freshly
Mm-hmm.
painted. And
Mm-hmm.
slowly here in this sequence also, it's little bit muddy. The walls are a little
Muddy.
bit muddy. See
Mm-hmm.
here, she's starting to smell, and the camera is moving closer now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
And
that was for, yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's kind of a subjective approach that I have
Uh-huh.
given there.
Just see that again. Yeah.
Like we were just observing her
Mm-hmm.
work from a distance,
Yeah.
and slowly I'm moving closer here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And then she washes her hands.
Yeah. Is after this sequence, it's direct cut to her hand in the
Mm-hmm.
bedroom, and
Yeah,
she's
yeah, yeah,
smelling
yeah,
during the
yeah,
sex.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. I do remember. Yeah. So we'll just move on to the next sequence.
Hmm.
Again, this is dealt in a very different way, a very
Yeah.
static. So, why did you choose such approach? And it,
So
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, by this time, it's like it's a daily routine. Nothing is changed. These dishes, the waste, all these things, has become her like daily life. It's very boring for her, but she cannot escape. She's trapped. She's almost trapped into that kitchen. And also, we tried to go static because we had planned for this sequence only in top angles. These and all came in, see this one, the one before this. There are only two shots, this shot and the next one, showing
Right.
which is not top angle. The next one is also kind of not this one, the wider shot.
This one, yeah.
Not this one, not this one.
Not
See,
this one.
here
Okay.
this is the toppest angle that I have gone in this film, I think,
Right.
inside the kitchen.
Yeah, and this is also has its own beauty, I mean, such kind of perspective. So yeah, I mean, it looks
It was like
very.
when the film started, when she and her mother was cooking sambar and dosha and all, it's more close to the gas stove. And then slowly this top angle shot in the kitchen is moving wider, coming up. So
Yeah,
here we can see that it's almost on the top, and she has trapped into this whole area. So this is the area in which she's doing she's spending the most of the time. This area, washing the dishes and cooking. So that we had gone static for this sequence majorly because of these top angle shots.
And quite interesting, decisions also, like going for top angles or even a static frame, something like this, or even the next shot. This is like completely observational.
Yeah, this
It's
one.
like, yeah,
it's like a CCTV camera footage.
yeah. And yeah, it's like very creative and very wonderful. So it's the same lighting, I think, here also as well, right? It's the same tube light, same thing. But you have switched off
Here I
the
have
light.
decreased the intensity a little bit, the tube light intensity, to make it more muddy for that.
Okay. But yeah, very interesting actually. And this shot goes on for 1 or 2 minutes, I think.
3 minutes, the 3-minute shot.
3 minutes. Okay.
So in this shot also, she comes forward to the camera. We have given a position to her in such a way that in the last shot, the camera went close when she was smelling. Here, she has completed everything, and she comes towards the camera. And then she is remembering the major problem. Smell that is coming from that wet sack. So it was kind of same approach in which I went closer to her when she was under hand.
Yeah.
From here on, we are also empathizing with her a little more. What do you feel?
True. Very true.
Like that.
Very true. And it's quite interesting also, we never see films which are like static. I was like really interested. So we'll just move on to the next sequence. I'll just start playing this.
This one is like she gets her first period in the film, and there is a break. She's having a time for contemplation.
Yeah.
After that, she is coming back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So by this time, it's like it's more experience. It's her daily duty back again into the boring daily duties.
Yeah.
So here it's fully handled. The camera is moving moving with her. Wherever she goes, the camera goes with her.
Yeah.
It was a plan like that.
Yeah. We'll just see the sequence. Yeah. So yeah, we'll briefly talk about this. These two clips, why I chose was to briefly speak about camera movement.
Hmm.
There's a very rapid camera movement, and the situation is also as you have explained. It's after, after her period.
Yeah.
So,
Like by this time, I think audience has more more closer to her. Like
mm-hmm,
according to our plans, it was like now we can the camera can move closer. Now we can be more subjective.
mm-hmm,
We have discovered our subject and we are empathizing with that
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
at this stage of the film.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like
But
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
Please go on. Please
tell
go
me.
on. No, I just wanted to ask, since you have given very fast camera movements,
Hmm.
these are very fast compared to the others. So, was there
Yeah,
any particular thing why you emphasized on these very fast movements?
it's also to show her expertise in the in this duties in this work.
Mm-hmm.
By this time, she's an expert and she is moving fast. That's why camera is moving fast. You can see that
Right.
in the last shot in that day sequence,
Mm-hmm.
her movement was not that fast. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
was the plan from the director also. Actually, before
Mm-hmm.
the shoot, during the pre-production, I used to
Mm-hmm.
go and shoot my mother when she was working in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, those shots were more closer. I think it was on 50 lens and
Mm-hmm.
more closer to her hands moving around in the kitchen. That
Mm-hmm.
was very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So this shot comes from that only. That idea of moving closer to her and moving along with her.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
here I didn't get to use the 50 and this is shot in 35 I think 35 with a Super 35 crop on the camera
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
was using S1H. S1H has this rolling shutter problem in full frame.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if we move rapidly, that
Mm-hmm.
rolling shutter problem occurs.
Mm-hmm.
So I cropped the sensor to Super 35 and
Mm-hmm.
moved like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted
So,
to do this in 50 and go along with her hand and all, but that was very tough at that time.
mm-hmm.
It was not happening. So we
Mm-hmm.
did it like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And everything was shot on S1H.
Yeah, some shots were in S7S2.
Mm-hmm. And the main camera was
S1H.
S1H only. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
And
like
any other
95% is in S1H, only 5% is shot on S7S2.
A7S2. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, this was one of the sequence. So we'll just move on to the next one. So here again, I think she's on her periods, and yeah, this is the scene that happens, right?
Yeah. This is
And
gimbal. We have used
this is
gimbal in
gimbal.
very few seconds. Yeah.
Hmm. But the next one that comes,
Mm-hmm.
you have done it very beautifully. The long shot, especially, after this, wherein there is a rotation
Yeah, this
sort of
one,
a
this
thing.
shot,
Yeah,
no?
yeah. This is very lovely. So
Yeah, actually,
anything.
this movement was
Hmm.
a part of a problem solution because I wanted to move with her. I want to go inside the main
Uh-huh.
gate. I want to go till the house.
Uh-huh.
So I have to enter the door before she comes forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Understood?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I had to find a solution for that to move fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the cue of the that guy moving on the scooter.
Mm-hmm.
With that sound, I started moving fast towards the
Mm-hmm.
door.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got her on front end. Then I
Mm-hmm.
moved backwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And especially, talking about exterior daylight situations.
Hmm.
So let me just go to this shot. I think it would give any augmentation you used, any lights
No, nothing,
as fill, nothing. This was
nothing.
shot as it is.
Nothing.
Oh, that's
We just try to get correct sunlight position, so
okay, okay,
sunlight conditions and all. That's all.
okay. And this
Here
was
I
shot
have used some negative fill and all in this
here.
shot. Yeah,
Okay, 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 okay. And what time of the day was it shot?
this was around 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Okay, okay, okay,
You can see the
okay.
top angle sun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And any reason? Okay, you went according to the time. Okay.
No, this was according to the schedule only. Actually, it should
Uh-huh.
be around 8 or 9
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
logically.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that didn't happen that day. Some problem was there.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. So just wondering, okay, I mean, suppose in these shots, how did you approach, color grading and stuff?
Color grading for this shot.
I mean, in general, probably we'll talk about it in the next, next clip.
Yeah, this
It's a
shot was
much,
actually a headache for me in color grading. See, you can see the nose,
yeah, 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 yeah,
burn nose
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had some indie filters. I was using this Zhiyun Crane gimbal. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Zhiyun Crane
yeah,
3,
yeah, yeah,
Crane 3.
yeah,
It has
yeah,
S1H and CP3 lenses.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In ND filter, I had bought some blue tack.
Mm-hmm.
My assistant got lost it somewhere, and I had no blue tack that day. So I
Uh-huh.
shot it on something like F11,
Okay.
F11,
Uh-huh.
640 ISO, and the shutter speed was also reduced to cut down the light.
Uh-huh.
Even then, the nose is burning. When we go to
Yeah.
640, this was not shot on log. So
Uh-huh.
in F1H, when it's not shot on log, the latitude reduces,
Uh-huh.
the highlight was clipping, all those problems happened.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just move on to the next sequence. So this is also mainly, I'll just play it before.
This is day for night, not night, day for dusk.
ആ
The reason why I put this shot, it is very beautiful, the way you have framed it, and also it gives so much perspective, working in the kitchen. So would you like to talk about this?
Yeah, this was actually a director's shot. That the director wanted something like something more, something extraordinary for
Mm-hmm.
this shot. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the only shot in which we are introducing a laptop into the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted that fire to be there in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So, so his according to his decision or desire,
Mm-hmm.
I planned the shot, the contrast in her face, the
Mm-hmm.
lighting,
Mm-hmm.
and the background lighting, all those
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I wanted to give him a beautiful shot
Mm-hmm.
where he wanted to show the power of freedom. This is actually the first time when she is trying to do something
Mm-hmm.
uh, with her own will or
Mm-hmm.
trying to achieve her freedom. She's
Mm-hmm.
actually applying for the job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
So that's
okay.
it. Yeah.
So this was shot in 2.8, is it? Aperture?
I think so. 2.8.
2.8. Okay, okay.
Mostly other shots are 4 and
4.
5.6.
4 and 5.6. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just play and we can talk about it. The next, so this is dusk. You're shooting around 6 o'clock. What is the time?
So this shot is actually was shot on day, and this was
Day.
made like this using VFX and color correction.
Okay, 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 okay. So this was shot around what time?
This was shot in the evening, 3 o'clock or something.
3 o'clock. Okay. Very
Initially, our plan was to make it day
Mm-hmm.
sequence. The whole thing that is happening. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But by the time we started, it was already 4:30 or something.
Okay,
So I
okay.
told him that we will go like this because
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, if we go use it as a day, then by
Yeah.
the end of shoot it will be dusk.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started only, I changed the color temperature and
Mm-hmm.
increased the light inside the veranda
Mm-hmm.
and made it to a dusk kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. At this point of time, I just wanted to ask you, Salu, just one question. Have you ever tried to make, say, dusk look like morning or say late afternoon or something? Has it, have you tried that and is it been successful?
I have tried shooting dusk for the early morning sequence, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, that kind of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically dusk for dawn.
Dusk for dawn. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But
But
what
dusk
I,
for day, I haven't
yeah,
tried.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that can be achieved also, no? When you make it look like a day, it's very hard, I think.
If there's only one shot and all with the higher ISOs that we have now, that's
Mm-hmm.
possible. But doing a sequence like that is, I think that will be difficult.
That will be different. So, just moving on to this. So, it's the same table where she's chopping and where she's called. Then
Yeah,
next
the
we'll
lighting is
move
same.
to the, yeah, yeah.
And Nishit was saying that you should point out the light with the mouse
Ha
cursor.
ha ha. Sure, sure, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that.
So here,
So, huh,
yeah, here I have put one cool light. Go to the center of the frame on top.
on top,
Yeah,
is it?
there. Yeah, there
Okay.
only. Oh,
Yeah,
top.
above the frame. Above the
Above
frame.
the frame.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there is one Kino like light and one big China ball.
Where here is it?
Yeah, on top of that.
Okay, okay, okay,
Like on top of these people,
okay,
center of these
okay.
people on top.
Uh-huh.
It's
On
like
top of
a
it.
top light
Okay, okay,
situation.
okay, okay.
So that light is there,
Yeah, yeah.
and from outside I have from this side of the frame,
Right side?
like right side of the camera, I have
Uh-huh.
tried putting some black flag and all to cut the light from outside.
Okay, 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 okay.
So it was shot at around 4:30. So
Uh-huh.
I changed the color temperature to
Okay,
around, I
okay.
think something like, I don't remember the exact figure, but
Mm-hmm.
basically made it blue.
Blue.
Made the white daylight into blue.
Okay, okay, okay.
And then I put CTO and CTS onto the light. More CTO. You need
Mm-hmm.
more CTOs
Mm-hmm.
to come to a warm tone at
Mm-hmm.
that color temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So for this shot, I put something like a 4 layer of CTOs
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
shot it. But there are two. After she comes with the tea, it's another
Mm-hmm.
shot. By that time,
Okay.
it was around 5:30,
Uh-huh.
and I removed some layers and I changed the this thing color temperature because it was already starting to be blue. The light was blue already,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I reduced the intensity of the light also.
Okay, okay. So let's just watch that shot,
Yeah.
compared to this.
So here in the wide shot, it's only light on top.
Mm-hmm.
Only top light is there. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
give another lights. Here
Mm-hmm.
and all, there are some other lights I have given.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
example, in this shot, you can see the top light is coming.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And from right side,
Mm-hmm.
from right side of the character, uh, the
Here.
character on the right extreme. No, no,
Uh-huh.
right side, right side.
Okay. Okay.
No, not him. The guy who was kind of the
This
bald
guy.
guy. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
From right side of him, there is another warm fill I have given to the faces
Okay.
of
From
some two
here.
characters. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. 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 So what were you using as the fill?
China bulb.
Okay, China bulb. And
This S1H has
just
dual ISO. It's a dual ISO camera. So
mm-hmm.
most of the night sequence I shot in 4000 only. So
4000. Okay.
I was getting good intensity from 60 watt, 100 watt, 200 watt and all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. What about grains? Were you facing issues with the grains at any point of time?
4000 it was not much noisy, but I have used 12800 and all. It was noisy. There was
Uh-huh.
noise in those shots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here also I have given a light from inside the door, basically
Mm-hmm. From
from
this
right
side, I
side of
think.
the frame. No, from right side of
Okay,
the
this
frame.
side, this side, this side.
From there I have something like a baby and a diffusion was given
Okay,
for the
okay,
scene.
okay, okay. I think the reflection can be seen in this
This
guy,
is the
right?
light from that is the light from the top. Yeah.
Top. Okay. So this whole scene, before she gets the tea, was shot
Hmm.
in how much time? When did you start and
Something
finish?
like 4:30 to 5 or something like that. 5
5. Okay, okay.
5:15. Yeah.
And then the light
Because
changed
everyone
again.
practiced the dialogues and all before that, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no retakes for the acting happened. They were
Yeah,
all
yeah,
good with that.
yeah, yeah. Otherwise, the light becomes a problem. Let's see the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
shot, I think. Then after she gets the tea. This one. Okay. She's with the
Yeah.
tea now.
Yeah.
So not many changes. It still looks
Not
the
much
same.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tweaked something in DI also. DI also I tried to match both shots.
So again, one more interesting thing is how did you go with the blocking? What was the idea when you're cutting from say about a white frame to a mid frame? So what was the idea?
Basically, it was like wide and then mid,
Mm-hmm.
then close. I don't think we have used a lot of close shots in this film. This
Yeah.
is wide frame, and then
Yeah.
we cut to another mid shot.
Yeah. Mid
So
shot.
yeah, this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was on 25, I think 25 or 35. I don't remember. This is
Mm-hmm.
50, and the
Mm-hmm.
one from behind them is 35.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
basically that only.
Mm-hmm.
25, 35, 50.
Okay. Okay.
We didn't try to cut from 25 to 85. That
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
cuts were not there mostly. That is there in
Mm-hmm.
the climax,
Mm-hmm.
but here and all it's not there.
Okay. Okay. But
Yeah.
after this, there was one more interesting thing. Again, I think the concept was same. The simulation of the light practical, where it's raining. That is like really beautiful.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah, the outside one.
Yeah, yeah,
I think after this, where
yeah.
she's asked to get the tea. Let's
So
just
all
go
those
there.
places are male spaces basically. The
Mm-hmm.
veranda. So
Yeah,
this is warm totally,
yeah, warm.
and
Yeah,
there is
that's.
some kind of blue fill coming from.
Mm-hmm.
That's also from the kitchen side. There is a blue
Yeah,
tube outside the kitchen.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
This one.
Hmm.
So here again, how did you go about with lighting?
So here it was. Um, you can you bring the cursor to him, the green
This
t-shirt,
guy? Okay,
green
okay,
t-shirt.
okay, okay.
So from the on his face there is a light coming as a
Here.
cross light.
Uh-huh.
That light is becoming a backlight for the other two characters and face light
Here.
for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You
That
can
is
see my
the
cursor, right?
now I can see. Now I can see.
Okay, okay.
So this reflection on his shoulder of
Mm-hmm.
old man.
Mm-hmm.
So that is basically the reflection from the baby.
Okay, 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 okay.
And one
And
baby has given us a cross light for these three characters, and that light is
mm-hmm.
lighting his face, the green t-shirt guy's
Mm-hmm.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Siddharth. His name is Siddharth.
Okay, Siddharth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there is another blue light, blue fill coming from left side.
Here.
Yeah, it's not. It's from far away, from outside the
Okay,
frame.
from here. Okay, okay, okay.
It's like a multi 20 was placed somewhere around some 20 meters away from this character.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay, not
okay.
20, 15 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So multi 20 with a diffusion and a CTB.
Okay, diffusion and CTB. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that light is coming from there, and that is
Mm-hmm.
lighting Suraj also and the old
Mm-hmm.
man also.
Okay, okay, okay.
So these two are the key lights. We can call it not key lights, basically the important
Mm-hmm.
lights, backlight and
Mm-hmm.
flicker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for
Okay.
simulating the light of this bulb, the
Mm-hmm.
naked bulb, I
Mm-hmm.
have put a China bowl just out of the frame,
Above the frame here.
just right side
And
of the bulb,
okay, 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 okay.
just to the right side of the bulb.
Mm-hmm.
I put a China bowl. So that light is lighting up this whole area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
That's
And
all.
you
That was the
you were
lighting. And
shooting
in the
in
background, I have put two lights for the background.
here, right? This one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And you were shooting with what aperture? 4, is it?
I think four. I don't remember, man.
4.
It looks
Okay,
like
okay.
four.
Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Just play. So this is the main thing. I just here also you've used very interesting, foreground elements to create visual interest with the bulb and stuff.
Yeah.
Here
Okay.
you've
See
not
that
used.
light coming.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Go on, Salu.
That light coming on her face is from the China bowl, basically.
Okay, 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 okay.
See now her hair is lit. That
Yeah,
and all is
is
the
lit.
China bowl coming
Yeah,
from right side.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But just here in the corridor,
Hmm.
uh, so here you have not used anything, no? Is it just the practicals?
Here it's the light that we lit for the last scene. That light is there.
Okay, it's the same
Top.
thing. Okay,
The
okay.
same kino on top is there,
And then the
and
shadow
there's a
and
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, it's the same
From
thing.
inside the
Basically,
house, I have given a light when she
yeah.
comes,
Uh-huh.
and this blue light on her face from the right side is that multi 20 itself.
Yeah, yeah. Here. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that one.
okay.
And in the background, I have put a tube light as a practical, and that is
Mm-hmm.
reflecting on the water.
Yeah. Okay.
That tube
Okay.
light is reflecting on the whole water, so that's giving a good ambience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Got it, got it. Yeah, very interesting actually. So everyone, guys, please feel free to ask questions to Salu, please.
I just wanted to ask, sir, if you could say a little more about if the entire lighting was planned ahead, with the script, or was it also partly done alongside, the schedule? And this other thing I wanted to know is, there are very warm tones, almost orangish in the
Yeah.
house, even in the rooms, when the father is reading the book and, no, he's on the phone and so on, and even the couple is in the room, so there are always warm tones there. But in the kitchen you've chosen to use white light, like cooler temperature. Is there a specific reason, and what is that?
So that's what I told. I tried to like differentiate between the male spaces and female spaces. So in that house, the only female space is the kitchen and that room in which she sleeps when she gets the period. So both of those rooms were lit with LED tubes, and the other rooms were mostly warm. The veranda, the bedroom, and the corridor inside the TV room, the dining hall. All those spaces were lit in warm tones. Then there is one bathroom. Yeah, in the bathroom it's tube light, blue light. there is a reflection shot of her, she taking a bath after all this, after this sequence basically.
And
That's it.
yeah, thank you so much. I was also curious if I could tell a little about, how the location was chosen and depending on the script and so on.
Yeah, we went to see different locations. Actually, me and GeoBaby visited something like a 3 or 4 houses before deciding on this place. So this house is basically, it's a house that is given for shooting. In 90s and all, there was one big budget Mohanlal Priyadarshan movie which was shot entirely in this house. And then in 2000s also it came in some films. Then the TV serial guys used to shoot there. So shooting there is not a problem for them. Whatever we have done there, they are okay with it, okay with that. I changed the painting. I mean the painting of the walls. I changed the roof tiles, all those things. But they were all okay with that. This location was given to us, like referred to us by our associate director. He's from the locality of this space.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have a question from Divya Charan. Hello, Salu. How do you decide the color scheme?
Color scheme, basically, I told you, no, during the pre-production for around 1 year, whatever paintings that strike me, I used to save all those paintings, and whichever paintings that gave the mood that I was looking for. I used to look for paintings on Instagram and Pinterest. So I saved all those paintings, and at last I collected all those, and then I gave it to my friend and discussed the story with her. And I told her watercolors I need. In the starting, I needed to. I also told her the plan of the film. In the starting, the color should be more pleasant, and then it will go more darker, more grungy. So according to that, she made a color palette for me.
So we have another question. Hello, Salu sir. During the top angle shots and handheld kitchen shots, how you managed regarding lensing?
Basically, handle shots I told you, I cropped the sensor and I used like bigger focal length. If I wanted a 50 mm shot, I used 35 because I was using a crop sensor. Crop sensor because of the rolling shutter. Or most of the handle shots were taken like that. And top angle shot, like I told you, the top angle shot we planned it like the top angle will move wider and wider. So in the starting it might be 35, and the last top angle shot we saw in that night sequence, that was 15 on 5. So it was like that, going wider on the top angle. The staircase shot is also 15. The bedroom shot is 15, and in the dining hall, the shot we just saw in this sequence, the Kali table, that was also 15.
Hi, Salu.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. This is Ishita, actually.
Hi, Ishita.
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
So basically, I just
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, man. It's just a lovely session was happening. I saw this film twice actually, so I really love this film. It's very pleasure to meet you at this session. So I just want to talk about like the very specific shot which I noticed, that bed scene shot. Because it's very different shot you have chosen for a bed scene. So whenever yeah, that particular female, there is no male in suggestions. The person's suggestions also not there. So can you elaborate about this shot? Because whenever I suggested to my friends to watch this film, they always talk about that shot. Everyone noticed that shot, but I observed. So how you chose
which shot we are talking about? The bedroom scene.
The bedroom scene, the bedroom shot, the bed scene shot, which is very different from other bed scene shots.
Bedroom shot in which they are talking about the foreplay. That one, right?
Yeah. They're talking about foreplay and they're having sex, but the person is not. Particularly when they're having sex.
Okay. The sex scenes. Okay.
They are. That person is not in the suggestion also. Like everyone questioned that, which I really liked personally. But I just want to listen your viewpoint. Why you choose particular shot? Is there is no suggestion of that man? So it's very interesting.
Because the actor didn't agree to do that.
Oh really? Oh, so that's a different thing. But which I found is like it's like she's the only person is not in the no one is there in their dream, in her dream. The person is not in that way. So what I
because he was not ready to do that, but she was, of course, she was ready. She had to do that.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So that way we that was a problem solution basically.
Oh, it was.
We had to, we had this top angle language also. So I used the top angle shot without him.
Okay. So it's very unusual. So thank you. It's like though it's a problem solution shot, but I found it very interesting and very impactful shot in this film. Like it's creating the.
It was very impactful for me when I read the script. Like she's smelling the hand and all these images coming to her mind. So I wanted it to be impactful.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nishit, please go ahead.
What would tell the aspirant filmmaker and aspirant cinematographers for what the tips of young filmmakers?
I'm also
sir, it's the biggest question, sir. How you visualize, how read a script, and how you visualize for the lighting, and how you strong visualize. And I saw your every scene is very interesting. And what kind you tell to the aspirant filmmaker? How?
See, my visualization, I told I use the warm tones and the cool tones according to the script. So I visualized according to the script only. If the script was really good for me, it helped me a lot, because without such a good script, I cannot think like the male space and the female space. I cannot differentiate between them. So it came from the script only. I used to do this for all my films, like how to decide the light. So that I always try to decide the light according to the script.
Yeah.
So if the script is not strong, my lighting will also get weakened. That I have also seen that in some of my films. And
sir, how many
color contrast is there? The color contrast thing, I always try to put that. If I put a lot of blue, cool tones in a room, I try to put introduce some warm tones here and there to bring some color contrast.
If you don't mind one question, sir, what you tell to the inspire cinematographers and aspirant filmmakers? What you tell? Can give some tips?
I don't know, man. I am actually an aspiring filmmaker. I just got out of my film school. I am lucky to have met Geo Baby in my life.
Sir, we do not believe you are just pass out from the film school. It's a very experienced work, and when I see your work, it's very experienced work.
It's because of the rapport between me and the director. I know the director for a long time. I met him in 2014. So we had this connection between us. So one thing I have to say is that try to make good friends. Who are good, who will be good, not for filmmaking, but if you have good friends around you who will do good films, then you will also learn. You can grow together.
So the opening shot of the film where the wife face for the first time is revealed. Was it on mirror?
Yeah, it was on a mirror. Actually, it was on a mirror. It was again, what to say? I had this intention of using reflection throughout the film. For example, in her bedroom, there is one reflection shot. The starting shot is reflection, and in the end, before the last sequence, the drone shot, there is a reflection shot. That reflection shot gets dissolved into the drone shot. So I had this plan of using reflection throughout the film. So in that dance school, it was throughout mirror. You know how dance schools look like, right? There will be no free walls. Every wall will be mirrors only. So I used that mirror for the revelation shot. That whole sequence is in mirror. Nothing is shot like directly onto the face.
I think there's one more question. Saideep Dora, in her periods when she was isolated in the room, the light in that room was cool, but all other rooms was wrong. So Saideep, as Salu explained, all the male spaces were warm, and wherever she was there, it was cool. But
Yeah.
here, yeah, so that's the answer to your
So
question.
actually, in that period room, I increased the greens. Actually, the kitchen was more bluish. That room is more greenish. So I wanted to put that also. That's also a plan according to the color palette.
So, if you don't mind, I just wanted to one last thing I wanted to know about. There was this scene, the sequence when they first meet in their room on the first night, so to say. And I really liked, the fact that there is a round table in the center of that room. And I was really wondering how you negotiated the space, because it must have been quite an obstacle because you could not move it. So
actually, it's a very big room. That bedroom was a very big one.
I see.
So you can see the wide shot from where I am taking the shot. I think that will be on a 25 or something.
Okay.
I have enough space behind me also. It was very big.
Okay.
So most of the shots were from this angle, right?
Right. So I was just remembering that you took that, as the conversation moves ahead, you move in closer to the characters.
Yeah.
So I was wondering.
There is one sequence in which he comes in and asks her, "What did you do?" Other things. There I tried to. There I tried to introduce that bar in between.
Yes.
Between them.
Yeah.
It's not like whatever we have on set, we are trying to use those things. Whatever we are getting on set,
right?
We are trying to use those things for the sake of storytelling.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was very curious about that scene even from the first viewing. I've viewed it multiple times, but why it struck me was because, I mean, it's an object you cannot move. It's stuck to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So generally those kind of things are a challenge, but I really liked the way it was used. And I think it also gives a bit of perspective when you move in closer and follow the conversation and the awkwardness of the first chat. So thank you so much. It was great to have this session with you.
Thank you.
And it's truly a masterpiece. The film is something. I mean, I'm so glad that this session happened. So thank you so much to Whitebirdtrails also for conducting this. And I hope we'll also get to know more from you on your further work in the future.
Sure. Thanks for calling me, and thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.